Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hungus712, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Black Ops 3 and what we know so far, and kind of what I think about the game, and whether or not, I think it's going to be pretty good or pretty bad. I think you guys will really enjoy the gameplay today. I was doing some Nuketown 24/7 this weekend for, the double XP weekend to get ready for the major Black Ops 3 reveal here. And I believe I just about get 10,000 points scored in one match, which is, that's pretty good. I think I ended up dropping like 75 kills or something. It's actually one of my favorite games. I always loved Hardcore, which Hardcore, sorry guys. Headquarters, one of my favorite game modes. I really hope they bring this back in the next Call of Duty. We'll see. But, I've always been a really big fan of the old game modes like Demolition and Headquarters. I never played Sabotage. I know that was, if I remember correctly, I think that's like that's almost like Headquarters, but there's only one bomb site if I remember right. But this was a lot of fun. I'm not a big Nuketown guy. I don't care for the clusterfuck maps. Once in a while for like TDM and stuff, they're kind of fun. But other than that, I like being able to control the map. I guess that must be the anchor, the competitive player in me, but that's just kind of what I like. But anyways, in case you guys didn't watch it this weekend, definitely go check it out on the Call of Duty website, or I'm sure you can find it on one of the YouTubers' channels on here. We got to see the trailer for Black Ops 3. Now, for some reason, I really thought that we might end up seeing something that had some multiplayer gameplay on it. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. It was just all campaign stuff. But some of the more famous YouTubers out there, a couple of my favorites, Drifter, Chaos Silencer, and Prestige was the other one. Those guys actually got to go out to the Treyarch Studios and actually play Black Ops 3. It was I believe they said it was like a really limited alpha build. So of course it was, it was really limited. There was just a few weapons you could use. I think they played on 3 maps, they were saying. But it sounds like it's going to be a lot better than what you might have thought from just watching the reveal trailer. But I know they had a vote. I think it was Chaos Silencer put a vote on Twitter. Definitely check out his channel too. He had a vote on Twitter on whether or not people wanted exosuits back in Call of Duty. Now you guys know from me, from watching these videos, I really don't enjoy the exosuit. It's not really my type of thing. I like my feet on the ground. I've always kind of liked realism. I understand Call of Duty's not the most realistic game, but it's based on realism, for the most part. The jump, like I said, jump shotting, drop shotting, trick shotting, obviously those things aren't realistic, but for the most part it's a pretty realistic game. The guns and things like that. But I wasn't a real big fan of Advanced Warfare, to be honest with you. I think once COD Champs got done, I think I've only played the game maybe twice, and I'm good at the game. I have great games. I remember I went into League play here a couple weeks ago, and that was the first time I picked up Advanced Warfare in probably a month. And I think every match I dropped 35 kills every match. Which surprised me because with Advanced Warfare the sensitivities are really a lot different. They're not like these games. To me the sensitivities are in every Call of Duty. Whenever you switch from one to the other, they're always a little bit different. But for me, Advanced Warfare, it's got a really high sensitivity. But anyways, everybody's been looking and thinking, hey, from this trailer, basically we got Advanced Warfare Part 2. And from what these guys have been saying, I don't think we're going to have that. There is a boost jump in the game. I think they refer to it as a thrust jump, which it's pretty much the same thing. But what they're saying is basically the thrust jump it's very limited. You can only do it once or twice during a match, or something like that. It's very limited. And typically when you boost or when you thrust jump, it's basically to get to a higher spot. So like example on Nuketown here, let's say I want to get into that second story window. Instead of climbing the stairs, I can hit my boost jump, of course, get up on the ledge, go through the building, and if somebody's camping up there, take them out, But there's that, and then they got rid of the dive to prone, or the dolphin dive is what the community ended up calling it. They got rid of that, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I always kind of liked that mechanic. It always felt kind of cool to dolphin dive. But there's going to be a power slide in the new game, in case you guys didn't know that. The power slide, it's basically like the sliding from Call of Duty Ghosts. It sounds like it's going to be a really smooth mechanic, but what they were saying is that you can slide in any direction, and when you start to slide, you can end up changing directions too. Which, that sounds kind of cool. It's not. I don't know if it's that extremely realistic, but like I said, Treyarch's games they're always smooth. They always run very smoothly. So I think they've done a good job, I'm sure, with that. But anyways, we got that from the trailer. It sounds like the guns are going to be pretty balanced. One of the trailers, or one of the screenshots, somebody took a screenshot of the game, and looks like the ballista is going to be back. So for all you classic snipers out there, it sounds like you guys are going to have a good time too. Just as long as it's not as overpowered as it was in Black Ops 2, I think the sniping's going to be great. One thing that sounded really, really cool, if you guys haven't watched some of the other YouTubers out there, is that there's going to be a paint shop type of thing for camos. So basically, we're going to have all the original camos like we've had in the past. Maybe the Digital Urban, or I'm trying to remember some of them from back then, Cherry Blossom. I'm not saying that those specific ones are going to be in it, but you're going to have camos like that, and then you're also going to be able to paint your gun different colors too. So maybe you've got this pretty sick. I remember the carbon fiber camo from Black Ops 2. I love that on the sniper rifles. I think it looks so cool to me. And then, of course, I had my Optic Gaming logo on it, and I thought the green and the black just went together awesome. It was just a sick-looking gun. So you could do things like that. Let's say there was carbon fiber in the next game. With the paint shop, now you're going to be able to go in and, hey, green looks fucking sweet on this black camo, or orange looks sweet on this black camo, or, red looks sick on this white camo. Let's go into paint shop and do this. So in Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, you're not going to have gun variants anymore. Basically, the variants you're going to have in the new Call of Duty are going to be just camo specific. So there's going to be, it's not going to be just pure luck like it was in Advanced Warfare, sheer a chance. One guy gets an Obsidian Steed or an Inferno or a Speakeasy, and their second supply drop, and you've got somebody who's put in 20 days and they still don't have an elite weapon, or an elite weapon that's worth a crap. It's not going to be anything like that. So I was so glad to hear that from Treyarch, giving them a thumbs up on that. And another cool thing is, basically, it sounds like there's going to be, you're going to be able to put on a lot of attachments on your weapons. It might be up to 5. I can't remember exactly how many, but if I remember correctly, it was up to 5 attachments. And I don't think they cost points, but I'm not quite sure on that. But Vandahar did tweet out that the Pick 10 system will be back, which I think worked really well in Black Ops 2. I thought the Pick 13 system was kind of a letdown in Advanced Warfare because nobody ran kill streaks. You basically had 3 extra slots for extra perks or attachments. So, you could basically have a perk-heavy class that would make you pretty invincible, because that's usually what I did too. As you guys can see mostly from my my gameplays, I usually don't run lethal kill streaks. Typically I run support streaks like UAVs, counter UAVs, VSATs, things like that, to help my team out and to help know where people are, when I'm playing public matches. So in Advanced Warfare was kind of the same thing, except pretty much UAVs were useless in public matches, as you guys know, probably from playing. Pretty much everybody ran Blind Eye or Ghost or whatever it was called. I don't even remember what it was called because I hardly ever play the game. But we've got that so far. Vandahar's been working on weapon balancing, he said, and for the first time since World at War 1. And don't ask me why I was going to say World at War 2. I think I'm fucking losing it. But for the first time since World at War, we're going to have a beta if you pre-order the game, which is pretty awesome. You know, and that shows you a couple of things. One, Treyarch's really confident in their game, because they wouldn't. These companies aren't going to put out a game that's broken just, you know, because that's going to. Because, you know, some people are going to wait, and they're going to wait for their friends to buy the beta, and, you know, hey, Bo, how was that game? You know, well, it was broken. You know, this gun was overpowered. Everybody uses it. Everybody has these perks or these kill streaks that are unstoppable. You know, so for one, again, if the game wasn't good or if it wasn't set up right, they wouldn't allow a beta to come out. So we're gonna have a beta. It's gonna be pre-ordered. It's gonna be out a month or two before. Probably, my guess would be it's gonna be out in September. It's gonna be for a couple of weeks. And if anything's broken or something's, you know, it's gonna give them plenty of time to fix it. And which will be good. You know, that's a great thing. It's one thing I've always loved about Treyarch. They're really good about fixing their stuff, especially when it's broken, and balancing out things. It sounds like characters are going to have specific perks. Almost, I think one guy had a machine gun that comes out of his arm or his shoulder, and stuff like that. Which I'm not too crazy about the sound of that, but again, Treyarch's good at balancing stuff, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I guess it'll be kind of like you're carrying around a sentry gun or a death machine. I guess it'd be like, instead of just carrying it, you'll have it mounted to your shoulder. So, you know, that might end up working. That might be pretty cool. I'm trying to think of some other stuff here that they were talking about that you guys would like to hear too. Like I said, the paint shop I think is going to be really cool. I'm sure Emblem Editor will be back. You know, it hasn't been confirmed yet. But I'm pretty sure, you know, with the paint shop and everything, that's going to be back. One thing that I thought was really cool is that if you guys are like me and really enjoy the competitive gaming scene and you enjoy League Play quite a bit, the new League Play servers are going to be, it sounds like they're going to be dedicated, all of them. So that'll definitely cut down on DDoSing, because I've struggled mightily on my road to Masters here. I just had a match actually tonight before I recorded this video, where I was going to basically get an ace against all these Masters, especially a Master 1. And I took down 3 guys, and I was getting ready to plant the bomb and basically wait the 4th guy out, because he was playing smart, you know. And go to plant the bomb, and all of a sudden my game freezes. Connection error, connection error. And of course I get knocked offline. So, you know, that'll be really nice if dedicated servers are back in the game. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Game modes, I'm curious to see. We haven't heard anything on game modes yet, but I'm guessing that it'll be like most of your original Call of Duties or Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. I'm sure we'll have a lot of the same game modes. I'm really looking forward to you know, to your normal game modes: hardpoint, domination, TDM, search and destroy. Obviously, that's my favorite game. But I'm curious to see if they've got anything else up their sleeve, anything new, kind of like Advanced Warfare did with Uplink, which I wasn't a big Uplink fan, but a lot of people enjoyed that game mode, and it was pretty successful for the most part. But we got that coming to the game. And it's going to be released on a Friday, November 6th. So that's going to be really nice for you guys out there who work hard, just like me. You know, we're going to be able to get the game and play it pretty much all weekend, so that'll be nice. Probably, I'm pretty sure they'll have a double XP thing going on too. Probably, maybe anyways. But and it also sounds like Nuketown will be confirmed for the next game, which that'll be pretty cool too. Again, I'm not a huge Nuketown guy, as you guys know from my commentaries. I'm not a huge Nuketown guy, but it seems to be a fan favorite. So we'll have to see how that works, especially with the new movements in the game. But to me, so far, it sounds like, anyways, that the game almost seems like a split between Destiny and Titanfall, I guess, from what I've read so far. I never played Destiny, you know, I just didn't hear a lot of great things about it. And Titanfall I enjoyed, but there just wasn't a lot to it. The maps, there weren't a lot of maps. Basically, you only had a couple of guns, and once you unlocked that stuff, that was it. There was really nothing else. And I think Titanfall would have been actually a much better game. I mean, it was a good game, don't get me wrong. I still enjoy playing Titanfall from time to time. But, you know, for me, there wasn't as much of a challenge to Titanfall, and there wasn't a lot of content to the game. And I can tell right now from Black Ops 3 that there's going to be a lot of content, so that's good. But anyways, like I said, Von der Haar was big on saying, and Mark Lamia was big on saying, that In this game, you're not going to have to worry about things being overpowered. Because if they give you something that works really well, they're going to take something away, or they're going to have something to counter it. And that's what I think's been the best thing with Treyarch so far, with all of their Call of Duties. Well, Black Ops 1, of course, you had the FAMAS, but other than that, that was a pretty balanced game. And Black Ops 2, I don't care what anybody says, that was the most balanced game of all the Call of Duties out there. And that's one thing I'm really looking forward to, a fair game that's balanced. You know, take the Fox theme, Fox, you know, Fox News, fair and balanced. That's kind of what that's basically what I'm getting at for the next Call of Duty Black Ops 3. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was just giving you the lowdown on what I know from my sources and everything. And I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay here. I think I dropped 77 kills and have almost 10,000 points. So I definitely got sweaty in this game. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next video. Bo out.